I'm not sure how this is going to go. I don't even know if it's a cutting disc.
That's not a cutting disc.
That's not a cutting disc. Roll back, roll back. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog. We're back here in the shed and I must warn you all, it's in absolute state at the moment. So this is all of the panic before the British Drift Championship. Josh's NC needs an engine rebuild, which I would assume is going to be oil all over the ground in a bit. We're going to be doing some sanding and polishing on the back of the Corvette. You guys can see it took a bit of a hit. On my 93-point qualifying run, I went a little bit too deep into the wall.
As he comes to throws it into clip form.
And she took a bit of a slap.
That's a pretty hard slap, that.
You'd think so, until you turn over to what Josh did, which was a much harder slap into this corner of this car. So this also needs to be repaired. You guys can see that is absolutely molded.
I was quite shocked actually how much it bent this up as well.
Well, the thing is that he knocked a 2-ton block with a 1-ton car, so that's a lot of force. So basically, we're not going to clean up the shed just yet because this needs sanding and repair, this needs sanding and repair, this needs an engine rebuild. So we're going to leave it a bit messy because there's no point cleaning it all up and then destroying it again. So we're going to try and get these 3 done in the next week or 2 and they'll be ready to go. So we've said, well, what we do now? Well, we're going to move back to the BMW because we haven't done anything with the road cars in probably a month. I know you guys have been kind of wondering what's going on with them. So all of the parts technically to make this a very nice car are here, all around the car. And today, Josh in the UK, Adam and Keane are working on a Loud by Design project, and we got a few hours, so me and Blaine, who are totally unqualified for this, mind you, are going to try and get this car aesthetically back to looking pretty good. The car will be getting a colour change next week, so we want to just get all the body work on it. We have new wheels, we have new bumpers, we have new fenders, we have everything there. So the idea is that once we get this car to the colour change next week, then that means it'll come back. We can do all the finer details, the interior, the diffusers, all that good stuff. But right now, we got to pull all this kind of apart. We got to do some drilling, I think, some bolting. We're going to figure it out as we go. Hopefully.
You did say that we're going to try and make this car look aesthetically pleasing, and it is me and you working on it.
It sounds like a big ask, doesn't it, that me and you would do this. I don't know how this is going to go. This video might go absolutely nowhere. So yeah, I've got a lot of bits and bobs ordered from all over the world. We're now going to put them all together. I think we've split up a little bit, Blaine. I'm going to go on the front end of the car. You're going to go on the back end of the car. And whoever gives up first with frustration, I think, is the loser. I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Whoever gives up first has to buy pizza.
Has to buy pizza, yeah. So we're in for a long haul today. We're going to get this thing done. It looks very, very bad at the moment. Don't worry, it'll look very good by the end of this video. Well, at least it will look like a car at the end of this video. I'm excited, actually. This car has looked very sorry for itself now for a few weeks. So this is the time it gets a bit of love. And now I'm going, what tools do I need? What do I need to do? So I'm just going to try and figure it out as I go.
And try find them as well. And
everything, yeah. The finding tools is not going to be easy after the panic of BDC, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. If I'm doing manual car labor, it's like a bad day for everybody involved.
That's very Adam is now helping.
What the fuck is Adam's now helping because for some reason something is stuck in it.
Like the body panel, if it doesn't fit, just hit it.
Put the hammer that you use BDC.
Yeah, get the BDC hammer. Whack!
It's not genuine, but it's a replica of a genuine one.
Right, if I stay here forever, it's staying
You can stay there for the rest of the day, Adam. That'll be absolutely spot on.
It's got car shows and it's just like this.
Adam's like E36 Yoda here.
Good job, that, isn't it? Looks nice, right? Standard bumper with trims and a Musk front lip.
Aha!
Oh.
Yeah. Here, just gives it
Would I push it back?
pliers or something.
Pliers?
Yeah, because you have the old bracket still in.
You look like you know what you're doing, so I leave you to it. Come out! Come on! Come on! I've had enough of this already, to be honest.
Right.
I've had enough of that for now. You're making serious progress down here.
So we have it
This is looking pretty well.
front bumper off, front bumper back on. Should match up close enough. Put one bolt in there, one bolt inside, and then a few 4 bolts underneath. Job's a good one.
We just needed you to come along and help us and get it all sorted.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at the back then?
I'll get the pry bar.
It's meant to go to there. That ain't. The Felony Form jazz there, I think that'll be okay. It's weird here where that's one direction and that's another, but I think I can make that work. How bad is that?
Actually not too bad.
It's okay?
Yeah, once you hold it and then it
Once
screws down.
it's there.
But also it won't have any inner arch here.
Yeah.
That's just to make it a bit wider. I'll take this to the bench and then I hope to come back with an arch. Or I might come back with two. If everything's
Two arches. Because you cut it in half.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I look prepared for grinding?
You've got one glove on.
I think it's a welding glove too, not an actual grinding glove, but it's as close as I can get.
So, you have to cut this to have room for the arch.
Yeah, to cut it there, I think. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm not even sure. I don't even know if it's a cutting disc.
That's not a cutting disc.
That's not a cutting disc. Roll back, roll back.
Good job, Dave.
It's not bad, is it? It's the first time I've ever cut an arch. I think it came out pretty good. I'm learning a bit on this little journey. Normally I would never be allowed to use anything with a plug, but here we are. I'm some man now. And that lines up there. It's not lining up there because I need to push it in. We have the arch to go on top of the new metal arch. Now you might be wondering why we put a new metal arch on, and the reason is because the Pandem one had 72 holes in it, so we got a new one.
That's alright there now, I think.
Not too bad. I think this one is not too bad. I think we just get a couple of screws and that should be pretty okay.
Kind of a success.
That's not the worst now we've tried. So that's one side. Now I have to do the other side the same. So I'm going to try and take the other arch and do the exact same thing. And you're going to do the bonnet plane. So the bonnet's getting GTR vents. So I can't put the wings on until I put the bonnet on. And the bonnet needs those GTR vents to be put on it.
So, these guys.
Yeah.
So do you want to place them where they might be so I don't cut the wrong holes?
I've had to use a bit of the internet for this, but you're correct in that.
Something like that.
And something like that. And then I think it's the other way around. Like that, yeah.
Oh no.
No, that makes more sense. So there you go.
That's it.
Yeah, so these are going to make the front bonnet look really aggressive, and Blaine's going to cut out the holes for these. I'm going to sit them in it, and then we can attach them with like Tech 7 or whatever later down the line. So now, when you've this finished, I hopefully will have most of the rest of it done, so then we can fit the bonnet, which means we can fit the fenders, which means we can fit the bumper, which means everything kind of connects all the way back.
Yeah.
So let's give it a go. We got wheels and tires arriving. Wheels are here, but I can get them in a minute. Tires arriving. So once we get the tires on, we'll then be able to see kind of where we're sitting with the over fenders on stance. But that's all going to come together hopefully right at the end, and it'll just be class, or it'll be a disaster. Yeah, we're getting there. And we're turning it into a nice E36, but it's actually getting worse as we go. And then I think at the very end it'll look class. So that's kind of the idea.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What's happening?
Someone actually on the internet randomly just offered me a that's absolutely mint, and like I mean mint, and I think I'm gonna buy it. He's after sending me pictures of the interior. It's absolutely mint, like mint. But yeah, I'm gonna put this back together now because I'm confused by lots of things. I got the wrong tool. Everything in the garage is in a mess. But I'm gonna try and get the front end done while you get the bonnet done.
Yeah, I was about to start that. I think.
You've got the scary job.
Yeah, I think how I'm going to tackle this is I'm going to. Yeah, this is going to be kind of scary because I haven't really used a grinder very much before. I've done a
The
little
best
bit.
place to start is a bonnet.
Is a bonnet on the E36.
That I don't have any spares of. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But look, I'm grinding today. I'm doing this is the car that Blaine and Dave built. So it's never going to be great. It's never going to be great.
Fall apart as soon as
We're learning to modify on this car. That's the justification.
We're learning.
We're learning, and sometimes learning is more fun than getting it right. So this is for your entertainment. Blaine is about to cut the bonnet. I don't know what I'm doing at the front end of the car, but let's try and put it together today.
Right, so I'm going to make a start on this. I think if I line up, if I flip them in that way, I can draw a line around them, make sure that these lines are all lining up. Wait, where's that? There-ish. Draw a line around them and then cut.
Alright guys, we're interrupting this video because we got a special announcement. Right beside me is Josh Holsworth. Josh Holsworth has a sad face. This is the face of a man who's blown up the SR20 in his new MX-5. Very sad. But we had an idea face. Ping! And now he's smiling because we have a way of getting some funds together for SR20, and it involves you guys. Behind us is the infamous, the famous, the amazing Golf van.
Glorious.
The glorious, the one that's everyone's been talking about. It is the Golf van. And the Golf van is now no longer going to be ours, it's going to be yours, because this Golf van is going to be raffled on 888 competitions, with all the proceeds going to charity, which is the inside of Josh's MJ in his MX-5. Each ticket is €20. There's a limited amount of tickets. When they sell out, they sell out. There's 2 weeks of it until the draw, but if it sells out before then, we'll bring the draw closer. This car is pretty much the bee's knees. It really is the bee's knees. I absolutely love it. I'm feeling a bit sad that I'm giving it away, but we do need to get back out on track. That's what we all want to see. We picked this car up in Moorfield Motors about 6 months ago maybe, and it was a really, really clean car. It's a 1.6 diesel Golf van. For anyone that's not watching in Ireland, it's a car with no back seats, but it's called a van in Ireland, and it is perfect. We bought it in Moorfield Motors. They are one of our partners here at Drift Games. They have an amazing range of second-hand cars, everything from SUVs to hatchbacks to luxury cars. If you're in the market for a second-hand car, hit them up. They'll source one for you if they don't have it in stock, and they have an amazing after-sales service. We got this one. It was absolutely perfect. Then we made a silly bet, Josh, and we also got involved with the guys at 888 who seem to Pandem absolutely everything. So what have we done with this Golf since we got it? It has got a brand new GTI front bumper. It's got a Golf or grille. It's got Golf or headlights. Oh, I'm gonna show you the headlights. Oh,
Jazzy.
very nice, isn't it? So it has got sequential lights in the front, HID headlights. It has got an amazing set of 20-inch radiate wheels on it, with tires we got from the tire box in 20-inch, very low profile, big wheels for a Golf. So on the outside, obviously the biggest thing on this car is it has a Pandem body kit, and this was expertly fitted by the guys at 888 competitions. Rick and the guys basically Celtic Customs cut out all the arches, resealed them, schultzed them all, so that's all professionally done, and then it is all wide arch the whole way around. It's got an extended rear spoiler. It's got 2 diffusers on the back, so we've got a Golf or diffuser with a Maxton design diffuser on there as well. It's got 4 exhausts, and it's pretty badass. But even though it looks badass, it's still a 1.6 Golf, and it can be taxed and insured as either a commercial vehicle or a private vehicle. It is DOE'd for a whole year. It's pretty much ready for someone to sit in and drive. This thing is now available for you guys on the 888 competitions website to throw 20 quid at it, or as many tickets as you want, and we can be driving. You can be driving this home in like less than 2 weeks, and we will be sad looking at someone else drive it, because it is pretty much ready for shows. If the show season is coming back on, you've got a ready-built show car, and you're helping this sad face.
We're begging, essentially.
We're essentially begging, is what we're doing. So what you've got is a stupid man who blew up an engine, a stupid man who ran out of money building the cars in the first place, and now we need you guys to bail us out.
Together, we're raffling the Golf.
We're raffling off a Pandem Golf. None of this makes any sense, actually, when you think about it.
No.
So we're raffling off a Pandem Golf van to buy an SR20 for an MX-5 NC. Anyway, it doesn't have to make sense. The channel never makes sense. But on 888 competitions right now, you can put your name down for this. So you help us out. One of you guys at home, one of the fans of the channel, is going to have an amazing car to go to car shows in and drive every day. It drives perfectly every day. Oh, I forgot to say, full uprated BC Racing coilovers all the way around on this car. It rides really nice. A lot of you guys might be worrying, how does it ride with all of this craziness, actually rides pretty nicely. And it's all set up, fully adjustable, camber adjustable, absolutely everything from BC Racing on this car. And it has got rear hub relocators and all the good stuff. We spent a lot of money and a lot of time on this car. It's a very special car, and it's done about 200 kilometers since we've built it. So it's pretty much brand new in terms of paint, build, everything. So you can just hop in, fresh car, ready to go. 20 quid, get your name down. We're expecting these to sell out pretty fast. We want to start building that SR20 very, very fast. So help us out, guys. Thank you very much. Adam's here now to help, because Adam's great at helping.
Do a bit of sanding, do a bit of cutting, bit of shaving. So this is more my scene, Stancy boy cars and
Stancy boy Euro cars.
So Adam has shaved the inside of the arch.
Yeah, because we need the proper tuck. So like there was a little bit of a lip on it, and you can't roll it obviously because it's not metal. So you just shave it off. And Dave struggles to get the wheel on.
I am struggling. No, I'm not. We're going to be close, boys.
Yeah. It's going to be very tight.
Oh, trust me, I've seen it way worse.
Before,
yeah.
This is bringing it back now to your old days.
MX5 Stancy days and E46 life.
Well, even the Golf is a bit stancy when you drive
Stancy,
behind
but it's
it.
not. Yeah, it doesn't. It fits perfectly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on. Yep. Sure.
Oh, lad.
Touching tire.
Perfect.
Actually, can't even.
It's fully jammed.
That is wicked.
Meg won't. Yep.
That's enough stance you can put on it. It's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Pretty happy with that now.
That
worked out very well.
Awesome.
What drive height, Jay?
That's what I'll be driving it like that. Camber on it now as well.
Yeah.
And it's not even touching the rim, is it?
Oh god. Oh, don't film this part. What did we forget to do?
Put the wheel on.
I was like, why is it raked?
So the stance mightn't be quite so perfect after all.
What does he do?
I didn't take that wheel off.
How good jacket now?
So,
Right, come over.
Josh, have a look.
stance
on the
achieved.
back.
Yeah, don't look at the front yet.
That's a good sound.
You've done all this by yourself, guys.
Yeah.
Haven't made a fool of ourselves just yet.
How did you figure this out?
I would say.
Look.
I took I took loads of measurements and then I just hacked away and it happened.
Did we take any measurements though?
Absolutely none.
No.
Not even.
None?
Just put
That's
the biggest.
like,
And we just happened to
that's
find.
really sitting on tyre.
It only works with those wheels if they're that flush, like.
I come in here when you guys have done something and be surprised, but
In a bad way. It's usually
yeah,
a bad
I'm
way.
usually surprised in the bad way, but this is like,
Now, precursoring this, we did drop it and have great stance, and then realised that it was a bit weird because we forgot to put the wheel on the other side and just left the brake disc sitting on the ground. But other than that, we've had a smooth time.
Eddie was here and he goes, the car is very raked. And I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, what do you mean? I looked and went, oh god.
yeah, but we got there in the
guys,
end.
you've done something good.
It's not bad. If we can get the fronts now to match that, we'll be flying.
Okay, so I have ground down the edges of this first vent, and I'm going to test fit the vent itself. And this is when we're going to find out if A, I've been overcautious and I need to cut more off, B, it fits perfectly, or C, Dave needs a new E36 bonnet.
I'm gonna go with C.
Thanks Adam for your support. Right. Why am I so nervous about this?
Because it's a very, very expensive one-off part and you're gonna ruin it.
I know the edges are rough in places, guys. Don't eat me about it. My first time using a grinder. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Jeez. No. There is a millimeter in both sides. Hole.
What should you do is put down the grinder, never pick it back up.
This is my first time using a grinder, and I think I'm
First and last.
first and last.
And there's 3 more holes. So.
I haven't even tidied up. Oh god.
Just offer it up.
Okay, it's actually perfect the way it is.
Just don't touch that one.
Okay, that's
Maybe
done.
just
Done.
take off the dead edges.
I'm not sure if there's even enough material to tidy it
Yeah,
up.
like even just pull the dead edges off it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend us for body panel fitting, painting, coating.
Yeah. So already today we've dropped the car down without a wheel on one side,
Yeah.
and I've nearly ruined an E36 bonnet.
Halfway through the back wing, and I possibly have ruined this. I don't know. I just kind of drilled holes in it. I'll wait and see.
And did they nearly get one of the bolts stuck? on the
Yeah, I
back?
almost run one of the bolts in the back of the Corvette trying to take the wheels off to get the spacers. It's 2 o'clock. And we've been here since 12.
Right, time to do the rest of the vents, and fingers crossed that I haven't. Yeah, I've only done one vent so far, so the other 3 could
Could be all over the place.
Right, yeah, let's see how this goes. Right, I have some bad news. I cut my finger, but the good news is, Dave, you don't need a new E36 bonnet.
Hey, Blaine did a thing.
The first one that I did with Adam, or I showed Adam, was very, very close. And then the last one was even closer again. But yeah, it worked. Success, kind of. Over fender time in the front.
I think you're going to need that gap the whole way along.
Yeah.
I say that's not bad, Adam.
Should I hold somewhere for you?
I think we just get one in there now.
Right, just send it.
Right, I'll let it down.
Go on. Right, we need. It looks gangster, but we do maybe need to reassess the.
How does it look?
We're tucking rim.
Tucking rim.
So I think like if you left it a little bit higher, it would look better. If it's actually just
Just a coil over.
just a coil over a little bit, and then have like measure that. Now that's probably going to be 10 mil or 15 mil. We had a 50 mil spacer on it before. Now it's a 15. So meet in the middle and say like 30. So
Just trying to think, do we have any more spacers?
we have a lot of spacers for a lot of cars.
Hold on. Well, we do actually have a spacer that'll work.
Is it on the Corvette again? Right.
Jacker up!
It's like musical car spacers now at the moment. So we have the back mint anyway, that's for sure. There's no issue there.
I'll take 30 mil.
I'll tell you what you do. You take them off and I'll adjust the coil over. We're going to need to make higher.
Make it higher.
Yeah, there's no way that's going to work when we drop. I'll go at this. Oh, you need the jack. Right, you go with the jack.
We're professionals. We're professionals. We're professionals.
Reunited and it feels so good. My old 180 is still here in the yard. This is nostalgic now for me. It's not a good time, it's not a good battles. Look at it in there. So this is now Wayne's car, and Wayne is building an engine for it, and he needs a gearbox for it. He has an engine, he has a gearbox. We're going to be showing you guys the rebirth of this car in the next little while. But I miss it. It's such a simple car.
Do you still think
I still
the
think it looks
Corvette
cool.
was a good idea? And
Absolutely. I think the
Yeah.
Mustang and the Corvette are more me, but I think it still looks good. I mean, this is where I crashed into people, and all of this damage was done in one round of competition. But at the same time, I think she's a sturdy beast. There's no engine in this, as far as I know.
oh, it's a beast.
Look at that. Gravel power. Yeah.
It's one of those Flintstone cars.
Yeah. So, yeah. It just got rolled out today, and I felt a little nostalgic. I had some good times in this. Slapped some walls, won some battles, won the UK Battle Royale in this car. Yeah, had good times. Got top 4 in IDS. And then I went mental and built a Corvette, and this was the simpler times. But Wayne is now going to resurrect this. It's going to look awesome. But yeah, enough about that. Let's get back to the E36. Ah, I don't know what my mouth did there. I was like blah 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 blah. Enough about this. I'm tired. Let's get back to the E36. Alright guys, it's the next day. It was very late last night and we actually just lost the will to live with a lot of the car because indicators and other stuff were just fighting us. There was a couple of panels that fought us. So rather than film it, we just had to get it done. So here is the finished product, which still looks quite bad, but it will look good because we are ready now for a colour change. So let's do a little bit of a roundup of what we've done. So the wheels, these were wheels that were on my Ford Mustang. They're 1552's Turbo Max. And we now have them sitting absolutely rim to the arch on the Felony Form kit. We have had to basically do some repairs. We've done some primer, we've done some sanding down to make sure everything is nice and neat on the side of the car. We still have mirrors there in the car. Front wings fought us a little bit, but we got them on in the end, so we've had to put metal original wings on, then cut them out, then put the over fenders on. That's just to get rid of the stuff that was on the Pandem, which was a bit kind of bent and stuff. We got that fairly okay, and then as you guys can see, we've had to just line it all up again. We got perfect fitment on the front again, I think, right down to the arch. I think we could probably do with a 10mm slip-on spacer there and it would be absolutely mint, but we'll do that when it comes back. We've got an M3 front bumper with a Musk front lip. We've got black grills. We haven't got the indicators in at the moment because they're in the car. And Blaine did a beautiful job on cutting out the vents, which don't look good right now, but the vents cover all this and they actually look really good.
I'm not like there's some there's definitely some improvement to be made on my grinding skills, I must say. But yeah. I mean, look, I still gotta say, first time using a grinder,
and we did all the work ourselves, so there's always going to be some slip-ups. We had a Pandem sticker here underneath the paint, so we had to pull that out and we had to sand it all down. We also had a dent there that we got rid of, which looks much better now. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good, right? I think it's like, obviously it's 4 different colours and it looks a bit of a mess and it needs badges and it needs mirrors and it needs lots of other stuff, but it's actually pretty solid. And now the plan is we also had to do a little bit of repair here, didn't we, Blaine? This was a little bit bent.
Oh yeah.
So just to get the indicator in, we had to do a little bit of repair work there, but we got that sorted as well. And amazingly on this project, Adam, you, Josh and myself did all the work to this, which is a first for the channel, I would imagine.
Yeah.
First time I've ever grinded anything, first time I've ever sanded anything, first time I've ever torn down a car or put it back together, and I think it came out pretty okay. So this car is now going for a colour change. The next time you see it will be a different colour and we're going to reassemble it. We have got skirts, more splitters on the front, we've got under splitters on the side, we've got a massive rear diffuser, we've got window louvers on the back, we've got the vents on the bonnet, so it's going to look pretty mental, and it's not going to be blue, so it's going to be a different colour, but we'll kind of reveal that to you in a future episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think. So what colour do you think it's going? That's what I want to hear in the comments. What colour do you think we're putting this car? And it does complement the blue a little bit, that'll be on the inside of the engine bay and stuff, so let us know what you guys think. I'm pretty happy with it. Nice evening now. We're going to load it up on the trailer, head off to get the colour change done, and then when you see it next, it'll all be one colour, which means it'll look a lot prettier than it does now, and all of this will make sense. It's halfway there. Don't judge it yet because it's pretty ugly, but it's going to be like, what is it, a caterpillar into a butterfly.
Wow, nice analogy.
Nice analogy, right?
Yeah.
Nice one to end it on. So right guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. A lot of you guys don't subscribe. Please subscribe. We really just want you to subscribe. We want you along for the journey. We're going to be doing more mad stuff for cars. We'll see you on the next episode.